right, Shalom, Maki. Coming at you with another Shabbat lesson, but before I start anything, I'm going to start off by giving infinite honor and praise to double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, who teach world peace and blessings to those who are faithful elect across the four corners, living and preaching the truth, especially that building city. Shalom. Shalom. Today we're just going to get into how Esau's kingdom is falling, man. So he had the power at one point, he keeps losing it. Okay, so you're seeing Esau on the downward spiral, but you're seeing the middle Lord on the upward spiral. Okay, that dragon is starting to lose that power. Right? It ain't that same beast that it used to be. Right? It's suffering a deadly wound, and it's about to suffer be deadly wound in a little bit. Right? You got that. Right?
The book of Isaiah, chapter 27, and verse 1. It says, "In that day, the Lord, with his sword and great and strong sword, shall punish Leviathan, the piercing serpent."
Right, so what's that great and strong sword in this case? Because he ain't talking about the literal Leviathan, okay? Because there's Ephesians, like I said, the sword of the spirit, the sword of the spirit, man. I say he's passing down this place first through the spirit of his mouth, then the brightness of his coming. So that's what you're witnessing right now. But it's almost time for the prophecy to stop. I mean, we about to be prophets forever. Right? We ain't coming to the ministry to be prophets forever. There's an end to this, man. Right, but you got it right.
It says, "Even Leviathan, that crooked serpent."
Right, that crooked serpent, okay? It's that same serpent from the Garden of Eden. That's not literal Leviathan. Right, because the Lord said he can't be destroyed unless it's by the Lord's hand. So who is that talking about? That same dragon, that fire-breathing dragon that's ruling earth right now.
I got that word Leviathan in the Strongs in Isaiah 27 and 1, which is H3882. I'm gonna just. Leviathan. And when you go into the outline of the Strong's info for it, it says a wreathed animal, i.e. a serpent, especially a crocodile or some other large sea monster. But here's the point. Figuratively, the constellation of the dragon, also as a symbol of Babylon.
As a symbol, that's perfect. Right? As a symbol of Babylon, okay? America's about to get hit with that sword. Right? And it really already got hit. The morale of people is low. The mindset of these people on low vibration right now. They just waiting to get destroyed. Right? A lot of people don't even know why they're living. They're just walking up and down the street existing, right? Being a nuisance, okay? But you got it, right?
And it says, "And he shall slay the dragon that is in the sea."
That same dragon, okay? Because what it say? They're going to come out of the sea. They're trying to subdue the man that is in the sea.
Right.
Right? That same dragon that's going to be coming against your house shot. Okay? That same dragon that's going to get slain.
And what did Daniel say when he saw the vision? I saw the beast coming out of the sea.
Out of the sky. Got it.
Verse 2, it says, "In that day sing ye unto her a vineyard of red wine. I, the Lord, do keep it. I will water it every moment. Least any hurt it, I will keep it at night and day. Fury is not in me. Who would set the briars and thorns against me in battle? I will go through them. I will burn them together."
He'll burn them together, right? So Lord has that grape of cluster, that wine that he's going to preserve in the midst of all this destruction, America collapsing, okay? But somebody going to make it out of it. Not everybody's just going to die, contrary to what Esau teaches you. A meteorite going to hit the planet. That's how the world going to end. Right? The world ending is nothing but a transition of power from wicked to the righteous. Right? But you got it, right?
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9. I'm going to start at 21. "And I saw," well, I'll start at 20. "So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that would come into it."
Right, so who's in charge? That's the question you need to ask. Who's in charge of these devices that came into the world? Right, but the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. So all this shit that you see, why is the world? People ask, why is the world such a bad place? If there's a God, why is shit so terrible? Right, but the scriptures tell you it's because of who's ruling the earth right now.
Proverbs 29 verse 2. "But when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn."
Right, we got all the answers to these questions. Why is everybody sick? Why is everybody's nerves bad? Why is the divorce rates at an all-time high?
In the Maccabees, the scripture said after Alexander died and his 4 generals split the kingdoms up, it says evils were multiplied upon the earth, man, because they had more power. All right, they expanded their arms and they started, moving stuff and shaking it around. And now you can't drink out of the water faucet. You can't go to the lake without, what I'm saying, looking at some green yucky stuff, and the list goes on, man.
Verse 21. "And I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster, and a plant of a great people.
I saw a plant of a great people, the remnant, all right? The elect are gonna make it out of this, okay? Because that's all we do, what we do to not get killed, all right? We're trying to avoid death, all right? As morning,
Verse 22, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect.
right? What's the common denominator with the multitude? They all follow after Esau, all right? They want to be like the so-called white man. That's why they got to die, all right? Because you're trying to follow after death. If we try to bring these 2/3 into the kingdom, they'll fuck it up. Now you're gonna bring adultery, drugs, adultery, and fentanyl. That's all Jake got to bring.
They'd be like
contraband to the kingdom.
They'd be like Hancock, an alcoholic asshole flying around just messing shit up.
Yeah, that's basically what it was at the beginning. Like with the sons of God were ruling, the evil being multiplied on earth. Now you had a bunch of niggas with spiritual powers just being wicked, just being demons, bro. Like, so the Lord got to fix you from the inside out now. It's hard way up. Like, yeah, some more. Okay, go with that one.
All right, this is Psalms 74:14. Thou breakest the heads of Leviathan in pieces, and gavest him to be meat to the people inhabiting the wilderness.
Right, that's what's about to happen. Esau's about to turn from the head into the tail. He's about to be the victim on the planet Earth, and really, right now, he is the victim. Okay, whenever Edomite pop into somebody's mind, it's something negative. Right? Anything you got to say about America, these nations? I say the nations are drunk enough to wine out of that. If brother could get that Jeremiah 51, right? Everybody's seeing Esau for what he really is, right?
Oh, Obadiah 1:2, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised.
Greatly despised. Right? Nobody holds a so-called white person in high esteem anymore, man. It's just like, what is this guy here for? What is he gonna do? What is he gonna with the various actions he's thinking of right now, man? All right, but it ain't gonna be like that forever. He's getting moved out of his policy, and he feels he's getting moved out of his policy.
I'll go ahead and put back up the one you brought out too.
This is Genesis chapter 3, verse 14. And the Lord Yahweh said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. This isn't talking about a literal snake. It's talking about, Esau before he was Esau, all right, the sons of the wicked. It says, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman, Israel, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. That's what happened. This devil bruised our heel. He kept us, in the slums. He took us down, took our nationality. Now he's claiming to be a Jew, which is bugged out. But the key point here says, it shall bruise thy head. Yeah, I wish I was going to bruise the head of the serpent, man. You got it?
Corruption.
Okay, so like,
I don't want to back up both.
all right, back to
Could get Revelations 12:9.
I got it.
Okay.
All right, so this is verse 15. Thou didst cleave the fountain and the flood. Thou driedest up mighty rivers. The day is thine. The night also is thine. Thou hast prepared the light and the sun.
I can keep going there.
Okay.
Well, actually, that's the point. Yeah, that was the point. That was the point. Let's see, go with that Revelation. Go to Revelation 12.
All right, this is Revelation 12:9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent, called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels was cast out with him.
All right, so how's he getting cast out of his power seat through all these things? The earth is open. That might be the same child. The earth is opening her mouth against his flood, man. It's just always information about all the wicked shit Esau done, all the things he thought he got away with. Now the Lord is exposing him. Okay, the people of the world are starting to realize he's not fit to lead anything. Right? We trusted in him to give us this. He just made shit worse. He gave us feminism. He gave us democracy. All right, drugs. All right, he gave you McDonald's. Styrofoam, plastic.
Great niggas.
He's proven himself to be the basis of all men in real time. We read it, but he's actually living this thing out. Right? He's living up to that.
Now people are starting to catch on.
That's right.
As a more, actually keep going to verse like 12. Yeah, I can keep reading. Okay.
And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of about power.
Right? Through the Spirit, that's the voice of the prophets. We're telling you that there's something better than America, bro. You got to get in that mindset. Just everything you learned is wrong. Just need a hard reset. We need to see new shit. You got to get tired of seeing this shit. You got to get tired of dealing with the same women, eating the same food, just eating poor. You got to get tired of this at some point, right? They're walking, driving by, seeing an Exxon plant, all type of pollution in there. The water tastes funny. You drink some shit out the tap while you pour the rest of it out. You sip that shit once, you're like, damn, this is unacceptable. But nobody see a problem with that.
Everything is polluted here. Yes. Every single thing that we consume, you know, get into is defiled. And this is the only thing that shows us a way out. You know, other than the scriptures, other than the law, there's no way out, man. You got it, bro.
You keep going, right?
And the kingdom of our power and the power of Hamashiach, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down.
Right. Cast down. We're making them look bad, man. That's why he's gonna come. It's just gonna get into the next verse. He's gonna come with that great wrath. Right? We done exposed so many liars that at this point, I just gotta kill these guys, man. It ain't gonna stop.
The pen ain't working, man.
Get active.
Which accuse them before our power day and night.
He takes all type of measures to make sure you separate it from the Lord. I was in the book of Judges, even the Ammonites do that, man. If you separate them from their power, they'll lose everything. Right? Yeah, Judah, okay? And it says you separate them from their power, you separate them from the laws, their history, who they are, they'll lose their power. Right? Their Lord won't want to defend them anymore. And that's what Esau's been trying to do. Right? By just constantly filling you with propaganda, he's just trying to get you to take the image no matter what. Rap music, black culture, this, that. Like eating shrimp, this is okay. It's okay to be a Mo. It's okay to think like this, right? Because he knows that's going to keep you from the Lord. As long as he got you thinking like that, he could just have his way with you. And that's what he's been doing.
And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. And they loved not their lives unto death.
And that's where your house shot comes in, man. We needed somebody to defend us. God, right? We needed somebody to defend us in these helpless circumstances, man. Our scripture say to win us out of the hands of him that is stronger. Because right in the flesh, Esau got an extreme advantage over us, man. If we didn't have the Lord, there'd be no escape. I say, if I didn't come, no flesh might be spared.
That's right.
Read verse 12, and whoever got the next one, go ahead.
Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and you that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
Just like the Spirit, we was talking about how to measure the times. Just like we see these prophecies and we're bringing them out, you see them as well. Right? Everything we're saying, oh, God can make China and Russia, because they think they're in control of these things, but their pride is deceiving. Right? And I just thought that exclamation of the Metal Gear Solid, and then the shit starting to go over your head. It's starting to go over your head like, damn, they saying everything that I'm trying to do. Right? They telling me my plans before I even exercise my plans. Right?
It says in Jeremiah 50 that the king of Babylon had heard their report, and he waxed feeble and weak and got scared.
Scared, right? Right? God, bro. That's what you're seeing right now. A bunch of fear plays. Why is he moving so hard? Why he was so active about getting everybody to take the juice? He was scared, right? He don't want to lose his power, but he feels it. Okay, you can feel when something in the spirit shift. Right? Even mental Lord, when you about to start taking it, you can feel it. That's it. Okay. You got that. All right, the sound that went off in his head, man. God,
like Apostle Paul said, Lord had time on that.
Right on time.
It's Job 14:5, going into what you were just saying. It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Right, so you start to see that ceiling, okay? And the more you get close to that ceiling, the more you start to wild out, man. You're gonna start panicking. Okay, damn, I'm ready to reach my peak. Really, the scripture say you done already reach your peak. That's Jeremiah 51:7. If brother can get that. Okay, kinda. You already reach your peak. Okay, get that one in Jeremiah.
Okay, right. This is Isaiah 14:9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming.
Meet thee as thy coming. All right, so the more you try to struggle or get away from it, you're trying to escape destiny. You're really trying to escape judgment from the Lord, man.
Being a vagabond.
Yeah, you're being a vagabond. I'd say you're trying to escape the inevitable, a fugitive.
It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth.
Like, even all the chieftains of the earth, all these different nations, trying to see for what you really are. It's a base man, like the brother said, a base man. It's a caveman, bro. You got no business ruling over anything. Okay, you can see that through the way the earth is, man. Like,
It have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? And in verse 11, this is what's going on right here, right now. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave. Okay, so the things that America was able to do in times past, she's not going to be able to do it no more. She's not going to be able to fool you. She's not going to be able to trick you. All those philosophies and all that is being exposed by the men of the Lord. Okay, or thou also, Salakia, thy worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. So they're going to be weak, like Jake. All right, as Jake is going up, they going down. We're going to see each other, man. You know, in that transition period, man.
The tail's going to go back to its rightful place, being the tail, while the head, which has been the tail under these heathens, these Edomites, is going to go back to being the head, leading everything like it should be.
sit in the dust. There is no throne. He ain't got no position.
That's right. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations?
And when if I could say real quick, if you go into that word Lucifer in the Strongs, it says figuratively for the king of Babylon.
You on. And I'm gonna stop right here at 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. And that's where you fucked up, Red Boy. All right, that the Lord made you to be the basis of all men, and you in your mind is going to try to go first off, go above his firstborn, Yasharallah. Then you're going to try to be like him. Let's see how that goes, man.
The pride of thine heart that deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rock.
Fucking caveman, bro.
Though that set thy nest amongst the stars, this way you be brought down. Right?
That's why you're seeing all these talks of them go off into space. They got 300 Earth-like planets that we want to explore. No, man. You're not about to go and just start fucking shit up. That's all you do. All right,
That's Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 7. It says, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand.
Half, right? Half. Past tense. It used to be this great place. Right? The milk and honey. It is America, just so great. I could come in and be whatever I want. A transformer, a feminist, this, that, and the third. But now you're starting to see they sold you a dream, man. Right? You drunk of that wine, and now you mad. Are you bugged out? Okay, guys, say that.
That made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Now they're mad. They're starting to see, damn, feminism didn't work. Democracy didn't work. Trusting in him just led us into debt. All right, debt. Our people can't eat. Right? Our water's polluted. That's what's been shown, man.
Our family structure is broken down.
Your wife committed adultery. This happening. Your daughter's a whore. Your son a mo. Okay, you're starting to see that there's actually a law in China. Right? They banned feminine men. Right, because they're starting to see that you can't take these men to war. Right, you don't think they noticed this shit?
It's verse 8. It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed.
If so be she may be healed, but there's no solution, no amount of economic stimulus packages and this and that. You can't do nothing for this place. You can't do nothing for the people. People through. Right?
It's coming to a point where the upper echelon not gonna be able to do anything for themselves except for what? Dig themselves into a goddamn hole and talk about waiting it out. And going into Amos, they gonna get yanked out of there.
Last verse. It says, you would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. I probably got the word healed.
All right, it's Strong's H7495 for pop.
You can break it down.
For pop. I'm just jumped out to the main point. It said of hurts of nations involving restored favor, or it said too of national defects and hurts. And who's that national? Hey, America. All right, hey, America can't come back. You know what I'm saying? From this those L's they take. All right, just like hey, we ask Jake for help. You know, when you're low. Oh, hey, Jake said, "I don't got it." All right, they say they were America. Like, hey, ain't nobody gonna come to save this place, man. That's it.
Many waters. Like you dealing with a woman or something, you just see her do all type of lewd acts. You never look at that bitch the same again. It's just permanently burned into your mind. Okay, this is a whore. I need to watch her. Okay.
It's just like Denzel Washington on Training Day. You know, he had all those, you know, people, pretty much he ruled over them wickedly. And at the end, when he needed help, none of them niggas helped him. That's the same shit. This devil has reigned, you know, he's reigned wickedly, right? And these people not gonna help him in that day. You know, these other nations, they're gonna look from afar off, and deep down, they're gonna be hurt because they can't make money off her no more. But it's gonna really be a sigh. They're gonna sigh and like, I'm glad the Lord took this place out, you know, relief. Yeah, a sign of relief, man. You got it, brother. I got that. Really, I got it.
Okay. Yeah, you get that one. Get that.
This second Ezra chapter 15, and I'll just get straight to the point. In verse 5, it says, "Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, debt, and destruction."
You saw him do it.
That's right.
That's really what ultimately deceived them into thinking that he's the Most High. Like that earthquake, 30,000 people just got whacked. All I got to do is press a button. I must be God. That's what's going through the least head.
It says, verse 6, "For wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness." Going into the, you know, when we were talking about at the beginning of this video, right? The prophets are calling these men out, man. These high ups that nobody dares to speak about, right? It says, "Which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things, in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cried unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually." And who are those? Those are just souls, right? The righteous, right? Those are the elect, right? In this current captivity of spiritual Babylon and spiritual Egypt, man, right, which is known as America. We cry out continually, you know. You got it, bro.
Got one right here. This Habakkuk 2 in verse 4. It says, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith." Right? Because we entered in the time, you're gonna have to live by faith. Because according to the curse, we have to go to Esau and one of all things, man. How do you think you're starting to see Esau? Oh God, starting to see Esau withdrawing his hand, cutting the snap fingers, cutting this, cutting that. All right, it'll get layoffs, mass layoffs. All right, so you're gonna have to trust in somebody in these times coming up. Who's gonna be your defense, man? It's gonna show whether or not you want to take that charagma or you're gonna serve the Lord and just ride it out.
Look what it's saying, same chapter, but just jump up one verse. In verse 4, it says, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness."
It's too much for a nigga to believe in something.
Yeah.
It's too much for a nigga to believe in something he can't see.
That's right.
That's what faith is. I say the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Right? But if you're a man of the Lord been proving your faith over and over. We see chairs. Some brothers up here have exercised demons off of men, bro. Real talk. It's like we live this book. So it ain't hard for us to believe that the Lord gonna deliver us.
This is Isaiah 2:2. And this is the times that we coming into. Actually, this is times we've already broken through. Right. The things that have to play out under the sun. "And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains." All right. So the top of the mountains means ruling over the other nations. Okay. Chiefly Esau, Edom. And the things that he was teaching, we are knocking that shit off of the table. We're letting the world know, look, you've been tricked. You've been had. He's not who you think he is. Okay. And you're not who you think you are. All right. "And shall be exalted above the hills, and all the nations shall flow unto it." So the power that Esau wills, and how all the nations come kiss his ass, all right, they're gonna come to Yasharallah as they should, you know, like it was back in Eden. We're trying to get back to Eden, man. "And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us his ways." Because y'all already tried Esau's ways, and you see what he got you. Right. All right. Your son got on a dress, and your daughter got on some trousers, man. Okay. "And we will walk in the paths, for out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem." Now, this is the reason that they want to get down. "And he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people." Going back to 2 Ezra 13, he's gonna blow their ass up. And these things are gonna be televised, man. All right. And the people are gonna see these things and tremble. They're gonna be like, man, that's something straight out of a horror movie. Oh my gosh, they're not leaving. You know what I mean? And they're gonna get down. They're gonna get down. All right. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares. Hey, look, you're not gonna take up arms against Yasharallah no more. Take that metal that you used for those weapons, melt it down, and turn it into some working tools, man. Clean this shit up. Clean this shit up, man. We ain't doing it. You know? And they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. Nobody in their right mind is going to come against Yasharallah, man, as long as Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is on the face of the earth. They're going to want to learn the law, statutes, and commandments. They're going to learn them, and they're going to have fun learning them, okay? But not for the first 1,000 years, all right? But after the dead lives again, they're going to get down. They're going to come and they're going to pay tribute. They're going to pay their taxes. If you want to go take a vacation through their lands after the Lord restores them their lands, they're going to roll out the red carpet, man. Yeah.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice because they're going to see what a righteous rulership looks like. A clean environment, a good family structure, everything just perfect.
Drinking out of the room.
They're gonna be healthy. You got 6'5" motorbikes walking around. Man.
Ready to serve. Ready to make sure your feet don't touch the ground. Carrying you, man.
Super motorbike.
Hey, I see Walking Dead, that big ass dude that used to follow the dude Ezekiel. He was big as hell. He was his servant.
Yeah.
All right, that's how the nation's gonna be with us, man. That's how the nation's gonna be. They're gonna serve us. They're gonna get down.
They go around with the tiger to no lion.
Caught. That's right. That's right. Y'all got it.
This Habakkuk 2 and 5. It says, "Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine and the spirit." That was in Isaiah 27. That's how we started off with. Right? It said he transgresseth by wine. His philosophy, the way he thinks, the way he does things, the way he exercises power. I want to say they made that point. Righteousness got to be enforced, just like wickedness has to be enforced on the earth. Righteousness is going to be enforced on the earth.
Right.
It's going to be policed. You're going to be forced to be righteous. What else?
Zechariah 14.
God, right? It says, "He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied." Right? He just don't stop. He just keep going, keep expanding. Every time you're driving up the highway, up the street, you just got the fields of trees just laid out so you can put a mall right there, man.
And concrete.
Yeah, concrete. Another Exxon. It says, "And cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people." Right? It says, "Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay," which is that debt. Now you go into the Hebrew, man, it's that debt, but that vibration coming from the prophets. Like, ain't nobody got to say anything about this dude. He just getting away with everything. All right, nobody got something to say. All right, you better believe the elites in these other nations, they be watching. They know what's going on, man. I say they were Confederate against us. All right, so they know the Israelites are here telling the truth. They're like, yeah, you ain't lying. They're gonna be happy when they get put in slavery.
You're gonna have a little sigh of relief. Like the scriptures say, the earth is going to be at rest. Even the trees going to be happy. They're going to be rejoicing. No feller has come against us since this devil was taken out of power, man. This whole world is out of whack, man. The ecosystem, it doesn't act the way it's naturally supposed to act, and that's why the tempers fluctuate. You know, the tree is supposed to be here, man. But it's out of course. On the way over here, we passing through Narco. You don't see nothing but some goddamn smoke billowing out of them damn plants, man. Come on, man. Really?
Nobody really, well, now you got other people starting to say things about Esau. But what that start with? The vibration of the prophets going out, us calling out these devils, these elites. This is Isaiah 13, verse 2. "Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them." And we're lifting up that banner onto the high mountain, Esau's rulership, the elites, as it's about to go into. And we're exalting our voice to them, shaking the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles, calling out the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Davos, the WEF, all of them. George Soros saying, "Hey, you're the ones behind these different agendas, and we're going into the scriptures to show you that devil, you're Leviathan, you're Lucifer, the king of Babylon." And hey, people are starting to wake up to it. Our people, and then now you're starting to see these other people out here make little slick comments like, "Oh, it says this in the scriptures." When you go into the meaning of the etymology of the word, who started that? Who started that?
That's not crazy.
Yeah. Let's take accountability out here.
God, right? It's Habakkuk 2 and 7. It says, "Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee? and thou shalt be for booties unto them. All right, but it all start. You ain't gonna be booties to the other nations. After this, you gonna be spoils to the Lord, man. Scripture say though he heap up his silver and dust, he build up this and build up that. It's really all gonna get delivered to us.
Bombing up his riches.
They gonna bomb up his riches. All right. It says, I take it out. Finish on this. It says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood and for violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Okay, the revenge. Scripture says a righteous thing to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Get a lick back in righteousness.
That's the patience of the saints, man.
And the law, it says an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
God,
I got
whoever got it.
I got it. All right, this is Joel 3, and I'm gonna start at 3. All right, and this is like Esau he's a crafty son of a bitch with words. He doesn't believe in the Bible, right? But he used certain words that correlate with the Bible. We don't believe in all of that recompense. The Lord is not about all that, but you believe in karma, right? And this is what you got to get your karma back for you. This is Joel 3:3. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. And you go look through Yasharallah, man. Our people are fucked up, bro. They don't know if they coming or going. They junkies. They bro, they all the way out there, man. They all these LGBTQ, and they keep on adding letters, man. They keep adding them.
The young men are wild bulls in the net. They just wilding out, bro.
Yeah, and that's why they getting cut down in the head of the streets, man. Yeah. And what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? So everything that they did to us, they're going to get it back multifold. Multifold, all right? Because you have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. This what we're waiting on right here, verse 6. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. Matter of fact, 7. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither you have sold them, and return recompense upon your own head. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off. For the Lord have spoken it. So this is the time that we're living in. What the scripture says, do to him double. That's just at the least. If you want to make it quarter or times 10, hey, that's on you. But at least double. All right. So the nobles of Esau, the so-called Queen, Prince Charles, and all of these Gettys and Rothschilds and all of these Bilderbergers, you are going to be the first fruit of slavery. You and your children. Y'all are going to learn how to wash. Y'all going to learn how to clean, cut grass, do all kind of things, man. You're going to have a stable employment, man. Stable employment. Never end. And you get a day off.
Go on the back of your. Hey, you elites are gonna get some calluses on your hands and some calluses on the back of your fucking neck. This is Isaiah 49, verse 23. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I'm Yahweh, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me, the patience and the faith of the saints. Hey, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Double fold. Hey, everybody, every dog's gonna have his day. And we're gonna, like, when you ring a towel, we're gonna get every bit of juice out of you elites, you Edomites, and you other heathens for that first 1,000 years. Everybody here, Abarat Dazah, we're that number. And even the wicked, when they come back in the king, everybody gonna get all their licks back on you heathens, chiefly you goddamn red devils.
Hey, start with that list in Psalms 83rd chapter, in that order, man.
They mention Esau 2 times, Edom and Amalek.
To get a Revelation 19 and
chapter 4 in verse 30, it says, take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons. Yeah, where's that? America, Babylon the Great. It says what? Verse 33. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad at thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. And that's a
It said, they that sell thee say, blessed is the Lord, for we are rich. And they took great pride in it, just dominating what they did. They had fun. They enjoyed it, bro. But in wickedness, though, that's what we got to get it back in. Back in blood in the righteous way, man.
double.
Double fold.
You can't do it in wickedness.
At least double fold. You can go to double.
That's right.
We're gonna be selling your sons to pedophiles and all that weird shit you were doing.
Street.
Yeah, good. Pickling. You sold the demon.
Oh,
Pickling
I'm
on.
a pickle some Edomites. Hey, but hey, the elder Malcolm of the Chicago camp made a beautiful point. Just how it's even Jake said are wicked. Their conscience is plagued by it, even though they may put up that front, because Jake is naturally a righteous spirit. So in the kingdom, it's gonna plague Esau to be righteous. Like for him to be righteous is gonna be like, I can't do it. Like he's gonna
Emotionally exhausted. It's gonna be emotionally exhausted.
I can't eat pork. I can't be a mole. I
have to have sex with my wife.
I have to sleep with women. I can't dress like a woman.
Because we're gonna breed them too, man. We got 1,000 years with them. We're gonna breed you people, man. All right,
right.
y'all are going to deal with women. You're not gonna do this shit y'all doing over here, having a half a child adopted and having one child with a 40-year marriage. It ain't happening. Y'all gonna have a lot of children, man, and we're gonna put all y'all ass to
And
work.
you're gonna get the lowest women of your nation, because we're gonna take the highest women of your nation.
Yeah, your women gonna hate you.
Yeah,
Slapping you upside the head.
And that's gonna be double. Look how Eve hates Jake on this side. Imagine that double for Esau and his woman.
She already.
She already looking for a slot in the kingdom.
Lumber shop.
My daughter, Kill Gates, right?
Kill Gates with the J.
Yeah, with the J, man.
That got him.
Oh, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, the Rothschilds too. Their daughters
With J Electronic.
They see it there.
Third one nigga.
Ooh, that's low there.
But this is real quick to back up y'all brothers. This Deuteronomy 30 verse 7. And Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
God, they're gonna have to come to us and warn of all things. You're gonna have an evil eye towards your brother. You're gonna look at another Edomite, you're gonna kill him on the spot. So you're gonna be
Edomite coons, Balsa. Ricky was doing this, Balsa. And you know what? We're gonna fuck Ricky up, but just for you telling us, we're gonna fuck you up too. It's like you a good boy, but
Red on red crime.
your boy white don't
Red on
bite.
red crime.
Would you give me that damn boy? I said hand it to me now.
That's right, brother. You want that revelation?
Ain't no cucks in the kingdom.
Okay.
This is Revelations 19 and 15. And Revelations 19 and 15. And out of his mouth goeth the sharp sword.
Sharp sword, that same sword is gonna smite the head of the Bible.
That's right.
Right, the sword of spirit, which would say the sword that's coming out of his mouth. Drew his men. Got it.
It says that with it he should smite the nations.
Right, so smite the nations right now. They've been cast down. We didn't expose everybody. I say the Israelites have exposed all the GMS specifically, has exposed all the wickedness they saw. At this point, all you got to do is kill us. You just got to kill us. There's nothing you're ready to hide. Right, everything just out there. We've exposed all your secret. You trafficking children to blood sacrifice this, do this, all this wicked shit you done did. You done got caught.
It's all about.
God,
It says that with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
Okay, so that's the time we come into. We're looking at that day because the riches got through deceit. Right, the kingdom is translated from one people to another, man.
Right.
I'll speak on it.
Oh no.
Okay.
Like I'll go. This is latter end of 15. And he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of the Almighty power.
Right, that's a slaughter, a sacrifice in Basra. Okay, he's about to kill a lot of Edomites. Okay?
Specifically,
Yeah.
who is this with thy garments from Basra? and Basra was the chief city. So who's the chiefest city now that Yahweh Shai specifically coming to visit? America, where they X'd him out and put that image of that the Caesar Borgia.
I say, well, he was also crucified. You can go, keep going. Matter of fact, hop to verse 18.
Gun. This is Revelations 19 and 18.
17.
So like this is Revelations 19 and 17. And I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven, come and gather yourselves together unto the supper of the great power.
It was literally going to have birds just eating corpses for days, man. But of course, you got the angels.
They said in that scripture, chapter 9, that this place right here is called America is going to turn to place of a beast.
Those creatures.
Yeah, creatures.
Monsters and buzzards.
A line of confusion where you won't be able to tell California from Mississippi. It's just gonna be a desert from east to west, north to south.
Be some Mad Max shit. I think that's what it meant. Gonna be some Mad Max shit here. Fucking iguana, Komodo dragons, reptile. Read that verse 18.
That ye may eat the flesh of kings and the flesh of captains and the flesh of mighty men.
Brothers going into kings are gonna be serving us, man. Right? All you royals, so-called royal class banking family, it's gonna be your kids getting bread. It's gonna be servants. That's gonna be your whole existence. All you're gonna know is slavery, just like we had to get. That's all you're gonna know, man.
You're gonna be born in chains.
Born in
You're
chains.
gonna die in chains.
That's just gonna be life.
That on suicide either. Then after you die and change, you're gonna be completely eradicated off the earth, man.
You losing right now.
Hey, it's not gonna be like our captivity. Like our people are lost to where they don't even know that they're slaves. No, every day you wake up, you're gonna know you a slave.
And an Edomite.
Yeah, and the Edomite. It's really mercy to not know like that you're a slave. Like
Ignorance is bliss.
you
as they
just,
say.
yeah, as they say in the kingdom. No, every day you're gonna get the dog shit beat out of you, and you're gonna work for 23 hours. Yeah. 23 and 48 minutes. Just 2 minutes of sleep.
We can work you till the Sabbath. Like you can sleep on the Sabbath. And even then, we can put demons on your mind while you're sleeping.
You see what you created, Esau? The judgment that's gonna come up on you was made by you in so many ways, man. Because we know what we went through, and we know what we got to put you through, man. All right. This is a book. Get it.
Yeah, you got it.
This is Psalms 58 and 10. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. That's right. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. So you're going to be stepping over bodies. All right. You're not literally going to be washing your blood. You know, that's nasty, but you're going to be stepping over bodies. Like he said, from Florida to California, you're going to be stepping over bodies. Ooh, that's nasty. You know what I mean? And you're going to be rejoicing while you're doing it because you know what comes next, the kingdom, man. So that a man shall say, verily, there is a reward for the righteous. Verily, he is a power that judgeth in the earth. So when all holy hell breaks loose, Esau, and all of this calamity comes and the world is full of blood, it didn't come from him. It didn't come from me. It came from Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. So take it up with him. Okay? We just gonna rejoice, and we know what's coming next. All right, the kingdom and your captivity, man.
Hey, Jake had to drink that cup, and Jake been drinking it. So what makes you think you're different? You're not gonna drink the cup, and it says you're gonna drink it to the dregs. You're gonna tongue the side of the cup. You're gonna get everything out of that cup.
Yeah.
You don't want to drink it like y'all used to do to us. And this metaphorically speaking, when the slaves didn't want to eat, they'll knock their teeth out, and they'll put their funnel.
We're just gonna do that to you too. Just
Walk around the bitch toothless.
teeth is a luxury.
You don't need no teeth to eat slop.
Man, it's like a scene in the Goonies when Chunk was eating the ice cream and they took the ice cream from him and he still had the spoon. He was going to lick it, rip that shit out of his mouth. Like you can't have it.
Oh, man. Y'all brothers need to roll.
Whoever that one next.
I'll grab one.
I got one. You people there, I get to that. This also gonna back up what you said earlier about as they're coming down, we're coming up. So this is Sirach chapter 10, verse 8. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Right, so you gonna see that transition. You're seeing it right now.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just hard for you to believe. Okay, that these men just gonna spring up. Okay, it's like, hey, come back to the nationality. We're gonna get right in front of your eyes. Then on top of that, you're gonna see us get delivered. You're gonna literally see us get transitioned.
Yeah,
That's scripture say that.
strangers about salvation. And really, it's happening right now. The nation of Israel is getting rebuilt. The Lord's setting us in order right in front of the eyes of the heathen, and he's tearing them down right in front of our eyes, man. Nobody, like the brother said earlier, nobody wants to be an Edomite. Nobody wants to be a so-called white man anymore. That shit is going down. Everybody wants to be Jake, man. For real.
I see homeless Edomite people now on the side of the street.
You're starting to see the transition in the spirit. It's even cool for wicked niggas now to have their beard.
Yeah.
The average wicked nigga you see got a beard now, man.
They getting into the stones
Yeah.
too, though. They doing
Yeah,
it
stone.
in wickedness.
They
They
just-
burning incense.
I'll
They got
let you do
multiple
it.
wives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I go back to the vibration that's being pushed out by Yahweh Shemi Awashai's men, the servants. Yep. When y'all holding one?
I got one.
You go there.
Okay. Is second Ezra 4 verse 29.
You can break it down.
Okay. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil sown pass not away, let's talk about America, then cannot it come that is sown with good. So hey, all for our kingdom be established, hey, destruction of America gotta happen. That's something, man.
That's great. I say there's a time and a season for everything. A time to plant, a time to uproot something. It's time for America to get uprooted. We're already uprooted. Y'all just holding on to a dream now.
Yeah, I say, Lloyd finna fulfill Jake's mind, or Jake's trying to be with E. You know what I'm saying? Trying to rule with Esau. Nah, he about to rule over them. That's something, man.
Ain't no equality in the kingdom, but supremacy.
Extreme supremacy. I say extreme bias, prejudice, all that is gonna be in the kingdom. Racism is gonna be real racist in the kingdom, bro. Quick one.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 7. It says, there be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that had the joy, it's like a man that had joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy.
I literally think you gotta live to see the fall of his enemy. So we actually getting to witness this. We actually watching the fall of our enemy, man. Plus we got a more eternal weight of substance. Like for what we about to lose right now, this ain't nothing. Okay, you about to get everything forever. You are never gonna lose again. Never gonna take a L again. Never gonna be in a bad mood again. Right?
Never get no again.
Yeah, never get no
On
again.
anything.
Nothing negative is in our future except for we got to get through this first.
Yeah, we gotta
Got to get through this first, bro.
And scripture say, hey, the Lord gonna wipe away our tears. And what do we cry about here? Right? All of the misdealings that we have to go through on a day-to-day basis, and that we hey, believe it or not, we look at these different Jakes on a day-to-day basis and be like, damn, they fucked up, man. They need the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? All of that. This is why we still doing this, all right? And of course, because the Lord is making us do this, but we're happy and willing to do this, man, because we understand what the we understand the great plan of it all, man. Right? And we seeking that salvation in the kingdom. You want to say something?
I would say, yeah, we finally gonna be happy too, cause we
That's right.
finally go obtain the world. Which
That's
was
right,
set for
brother.
us from the beginning, man.
I say your inheritance. It's already yours. You just got to earn it back.
That's
You got to work for anything in the world. You got to work to be the top boxer, or top this, top that. So why is this any different? I say it's just what these niggas want is a corruptible crown. What we want is an incorruptible crown.
The brother Samaki.
God, sorry.
All right, this is Psalms 149 and 5. I'll make it quick. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Yeah, because we're actually going to get real rest in the kingdom of heaven, man. You know, there's no rest here. You know, you can't even fucking sleep without having that you dreaming you're on a job. You waking up early, think the alarm clock went off. You know, it's fucking bullshit. You know, let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand. Yeah, we actually gonna have a literal two-edged sword in the kingdom of heaven, man. And we're gonna be putting that motherfucker to use. You know, it ain't gonna be sitting on the by the fireplace collecting dust and shit. You know, it's actually gonna get with Edomite blood put on it. You know, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. So yeah, we're gonna definitely execute vengeance upon the heathen. Like it's going back to Psalms 83, we eat them first. You know, but we definitely gonna get our hands on Amalek, man, because he fucking you know, put all this shit in the herb, talking about Jake low down, dirty. You make Jake get on his knees and open his mouth to get these record contracts and these record deals. We definitely gonna get Amalek ass, man. That's to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. So yeah, you're gonna be, the chain gang is coming back in style, man. You know, everybody gonna be chained up. You know, you're gonna have your shackles on your feet, all the above. You're gonna even have the yokes of iron on your neck, man. You're gonna get that shit too. To execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye Yahweh, man. Yeah, so it's been written. It's in black and white. It's in stone, pretty much, you know. So everything will happen, paying back double, you know, everything that's written says is gonna happen to the nation of Edom is gonna happen. And that's the fucking deal.
We got a scripture real fast.
Mm-hmm.
This is Sirach 33 and 24. It says, feathers and wands and burdens are for the ass, and bread and correction and work for a servant. If thou set thy servant to labor, thou shalt find rest. But if thou let him go idle, he shall seek liberty. It says, a yoke and collar do bow the neck. So are torments, so are tortures and torments for an evil servant. Send him to labor that he may be not idle. For idleness teacheth much evil. Set him to work as it is fit for him. And if thou be not obedient, put on more heavy feathers.
And that's why them devils, if I can say, and that's why them devils during the Renaissance era came back with a vengeance, man. We ain't locked them devils down all the way. They're a servant, man. We'll do it this time. It said, water thy land when thy king is a child. This is their children. They need to be locked down. Always, man. They're running around with power, but they're a child, man.
Yeah.
Put that into perspective. But ultimately, this time them devils ain't coming out of captivity, man.
And that's what happened. What's the one that started the Herodian dynasty? How you say his name?
Antipater, the
Antipater. All right. What happened with him? The Hasmoneans let him dwell with them and rise up the ranks. Nah, he was supposed to stay in the pits, man. And he rose up in the power, and look what happened.
That's right.
Same thing. And then he killed everybody.
Of course,
he killed everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, and say, hey, give his ass he got idle time, man. Give his ass more work. You know?
Hey, idle hands is the devil's playground.
Yeah, and if you ain't got enough fucking chains on him, put more on him, man. You know? And that's how it's gonna go in that order. You ain't gonna be sitting around fucking daydreaming. Yeah. You know? You're gonna be fucking turning bricks into small bricks in the kingdom.
He'll contemplate on how he could take over the kingdom of heaven, man. Even though he in that low position, right? He'll still be contemplating like, man, when they go to the Passover, or you know, 3 times a year, it's our time. Yeah. Like, come on, man, devils think like that.
But I'm gonna have them devils running away like Kuta Kinte and shit. Thinking they got away. Yeah. Then you gonna hear some shit in the bush. Back in the fucking on the slave.
Revelation second chapter, when they say we will have that rod of iron, we're gonna use it. So things like that's gonna happen. Yeah, it's gonna happen.
I'm like Apollo Tahar said, man, back in the day, I'm gonna reenact the Kennedy assassination and everything. Every hour that same Edomite gonna get shot in the fucking head or get hit in the head with some shit. You're gonna have to go back the next hour and replay it again, man.
You're gonna be sitting in that car.
Yeah.
100 Edomites were harmed in the big.
We're gonna really get you, man. Right? And a big payback. And you know it, a lot of you know it. I had a neighbor, I had a neighbor, what she said, I was talking to a brother earlier today. What I was talking, I think I was talking to you. I told that brother, she was like, oh, it's about to, what she said, it's about to go down, or it's getting
about time to get it, you know.
it's about that time. She's like, oh, it's about that time. What time you talking about? Yeah. But they know it though, they can feel it. One thing about you damn goats, man, that's what you really are, you're the goats. Them goats, they know when dead coming, man. You get the hooping and hollering, squealing and shit.
Playing dead.
Yeah, like they say, that book I got, the White Man's Bible. Out of every animal that's on the planet Earth, they know when there's danger is close, man. When there's another predator, Animals know it. So same thing for you damn Edomites. You know your time is up. These niggas finna run butt naked wild around here, man. And you're gonna get you. You run around here jogging with your goddamn Under Armour tights on and shit, they gonna be on your ass, man. Niggas gonna play in your ass, man. Niggas gonna play in your ass, man. For real. Right?
Yeah, they did it. One of their chief men, what that was Antiochus, or whoever, just trained with his ball. Hey, yeah, it's a recompense, stranger. He tormented many men's balls. It's gonna be, and they vine of Sodom, so they gotta get the recompense on it. Double. Not from us.
Isaiah 14 say. Isaiah 14 say. No. When it says they tell you about your wives should be ravished, man.
Oh, yeah.
Win them times. Win them times right now. When like I said, when this thing really bellies up and implodes, this society, it's gonna be a wild, wild west. I mean, we already getting practice in down here in New Orleans as is, man. We ain't got no police. 5 cops. Yeah, 5 cops. They said they only got. This is the bed out here. She took 3 to 4 of the cops. They only got 2 cops in the 7th ward right now, guarding the whole 7th ward.
They got 100 police from Baton Rouge down here helping
Multiple. Getting paid $75 an hour, man. So we might have Baton Rouge right now. Yeah, for real. So that's not gonna say. The ones we're gonna get is the head of the fucking snake, you Amalekites, man. The person, you ain't gonna be just sitting on your, laying on your fucking belly, sitting on your thumb. We gonna get your ass to work, man. You thought Egypt was built. We're gonna build the kingdom of heaven, man. You devils gonna get down.
Now we gonna work till they die, man.
Yeah.
And still have work left.
We ain't getting no. It's not gonna be no cranes, no bulldozers, no excavators. We're gonna work you.
Manual labor.
Yeah, manual labor, hard rigor.
The pyramids with no straw. They made it hard on us. We're gonna do it to them.
That's right.
Do it next to them.
Yeah.
God, while they working, they gonna come back and record it till if the 1,000 years ain't complete, and they gonna work some more, man. You gonna bring them right back. Yeah, until we kill y'all,
I heard Apostle Hall say, he said something about kicking out one Edomite's teeth. He said, I'm gonna have the spiritual powers to make that devil thing. His teeth were kicked out. He got teeth kicked out. No, that didn't happen. You still got it.
It's an animal, man. They bring them right back. They soul don't need to get judged. Come right back to the earth, man. You got to finish this job.
Yeah. What's that queen name? That just died?
Elizabeth.
You ain't escaped. You ain't escaped. You're gonna inherit a whole lot of work, man.
Right. Son's trying to get some kind of recompense, some kind of like, hey, I know I'm going, hey, I married this nigga woman. Hey, my family was involved in the slave trade. I'm trying to be cool. No, you're still gonna get jacked up.
You know what I'm saying?
Can you want? That's her name.
Daddy Cannon. I want that.
Goddamn.
Even Margaret Singer, you gonna get it too.
Margaret Singer.
You know?
Which y'all get it too.
You're doing some shit to Jake, man. We're gonna do some shit to you in the kingdom of heaven, man. A lot of you Jakes, you don't want to accept. Hey, we're gonna administer that scepter in the kingdom of heaven, man. We're gonna bash them in their heads and shit, man. Them Hamites, Matumbo, go over here. Smashed up with you. We're gonna do it, man. We're gonna do it.
We're gonna tell them to crank them in the head, then we're gonna crank them in the head. Yes.
Yeah.
I ain't getting the weakness.
You ain't doing harder than that.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
So I'm good right now.
No, right there,
Oh, boy.
yes.
Gonna do that, them fucking Hamites gonna come up so fast. So, what you want us to do? Man, go throw them over back there. Pick y'all sideways.
Baggage claim. French Prince. Yeah, Jesse Jackson.
We can, like I said, we can't. That's one thing about it, man. We're gonna show you how to rule in style, man. Because look at the Warren Buffetts of the world, the Bill Gates. Them niggas boring, man. All right, we're gonna show you how to do it in style, man. We're gonna take a page from really Solomon. Solomon talked about it all through Ecclesiastes, the 2nd chapter, Wisdom of Solomon. We're gonna show you how to rule, man.
It's on everything.
Man had a damn river in his house, man. Look at the Moors. They had waterfalls inside the house.
A lake in the
In the
palace
house.
room.
You read about the doing shit. That dude said, man, I had men singers, women singers, children was born in my house. Hey, we're gonna do it, man. And we're gonna do it on the backs of you. I might just get up one day, just walk on y'all backs while I'm going. Fuck y'all, man. Yeah. We going back to the old time.
That's what they told us, bow down so we can cross over.
Yeah.
You're gonna do it to them.
They gonna do it to you, man.
We gonna just slap them.
Yeah.
Make some
You better not get no blood on my. You better not get no blood on this precious white silk, whatever I'm on with, man. Yeah.
They gonna have, like say, style, a wide variety of stuff.
Yeah.
Here's the next one.
When you change,
Like the garment.
when you change that, don't move it.
Well, his chest hair is gonna be gold.
I'm gonna have a V-neck garment, but that's gonna be in the bed chamber. That's gonna be in the bed
Whether with it or not, it's gonna be violence in the kingdom of heaven, but it's gonna be one-sided. It's gonna be us giving it all out, man, and ain't getting nothing back. It's gonna be violence in the kingdom of heaven.
And a lot of sheet shaking.
And sheep shit. A lot of sheep shit. Yes. Unlimited sheep shit.
They gonna be shaking the whole, the planet that they on, they gonna be shaking, rocking the whole planet.
Like a drunken.
Yeah, like I said, we put spice in this thing, man, whatever like that. But well, we gonna get you devils, man. We gonna get you devils, man. Scripture tell you how we're gonna have you living in hope. All right, we're gonna chain you devils up. You're gonna definitely bring us the force of the Gentiles, man. All right, all those Israelite foreigners that was cast in these different remote islands, in these seaside cities and shit. You're gonna bring them on the shoulders of your backs, man. All right. And like I said, according to Joel, the 3rd chapter, you're gonna get put on ships. You're gonna get lynched. You're gonna get burned. That ultimate date, you're gonna get burned, man. All right? Double of what you've done is gonna happen to you. So all you gotta do, you wanna find out what double is, go to all kinds of Google, whatever books you got, and look at what you've done to us, man. All right? You're gonna be those strange fruits on these trees at night, man. Well, before nightfall, because we're gonna still keep the law. But you're gonna be them strange fruits withering on the thing, because we're gonna hang you too. Right?
Yeah, they killed her for making that song, guy.
Oh yeah, come on.
The Strange Fruit song,
Yeah,
that chick, what her name was? Yeah, they told her don't play it no more. And they fucked over for making that song, guy.
They're gonna be gifts. We're gonna send them to each other as brothers, as gifts.
That's right.
And we're gonna have our way with them, man.
Split your family.
We're gonna split your families up. We're gonna send y'all away from, to each other. You can have my slaves, brother. I promise you that. You can have anyone you want. Yeah, ain't nothing off limits. You can have anyone you want, man.
Like they had them basketball cards back in the day.
Yeah, give me all yours and you take all mine for a fix. Yeah, however long. Yeah, take me.
And like I said, that's when you make movies like Trading Places. You make movies like The White Man's Burton, because you know what's finna happen in the world to come, man. You're gonna be you're rich. You're all right. You're the new niggas, man. You Edomites. You the new niggas, man. You the new niggas. Yeah. All right. You the new 1%. Motherfuckers ain't shit, man.
Always been that nigga.
Hey, me and this brother were talking on the phone last night. Every Jake in the kingdom is gonna be well off. If you're not at least a millionaire, so-called white man, you're a fucking loser. How you in your own kingdom being destitute and in the middle class?
Living on the side of Jake.
Yeah. If you live next to niggas, you are a loser.
If you asking Jake for money with a sign, you asking your slaves who you got in slavery for money.
Two-time
Man, you a two-time loser.
finna be a third, man.
3 strikes you out.
Finna be a third, man.
Anything for change. You done, man.
And the reason you got 2 times the time was what's that with
Oh, I would lick Gucci for money.
hey, and the reason
Need 'em.
if I may say, the reason you got Edomite 2-time losers is because our blessed law is gonna be the reason all the nation of Israel is gonna be living on the lap of luxury. Because our law tells us to take care of the brothers that are destitute of riches. So during the kingdom of heaven, everybody gonna be good. But what does Esau do? He hoards everything to himself and be like, fuck his people, man. We're gonna take care of our people.
Yeah, we're going back to the earth, or the kingdom is gonna be back to where you can just pick fruits from the vine, man. Which we don't need to. It just if we just out in the kingdom, I want to eat something, I'm gonna just go from the vine. Ain't a picture either. This nigga, give me the scripture, I think it's Lamentations 4, about this nigga make you pray for water, man.
That's 5.
It's God given.
I'm gonna take the 5 and 8.
It's like God given, brother.
Be those 2 water. And I'm
You know, this nigga, like I said, I was in Houston. They try to pass a carbon emission law where you have to pay taxes on breathing, the air you breathe, man. Oh, yes.
I got it. I remember
That one time, and I was living in Houston, he never wanted you to pay for the air you breathe, man. That's a sick motherfucker, man.
Hey, they were wanting to come out with a face diaper that calculated all the breaths you're taking. Like, come on.
That's what
This nigga want a census on everything, man. You want to count your strokes, all that shit, man. You know, this nigga want to watch you. You know, do and everything, man.
do that.
That's why I said, man, when we get you in the kingdom, we're gonna fuck you up, man. When we get you, your women, your dogs, we're gonna put all type of black ink in them, man. They did a fucking lot to my time.
Hey, real quick, this Isaiah 13. It's like Isaiah 13.
Go back a little.
Burn the man right now, man.
They can't even see that nigga when we talking. God, real quick. It's Isaiah 33 and 18. It says, thine heart shall meditate terror. It says, where is the scribe? Where's the receiver? Where is he that counteth the towers? So that's what we out here doing, man. Meditating terror on all nations. Beginning with you, Esau here. Amalek. Right?
Yeah.
Your day is coming. And Esau see it coming. That's why things are speeding up fast. The shit is going on up in Ohio. They call this year the year of the Polychrist. So you're gonna have multiple shit just happening back to back. All roads are leading to the MOTB.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
I got a free sub.
You had one of the Lamentations.
This Lamentations 5 and 4. We have drunken our water for money. Our wood is sold unto us.
Yeah, man, the devil want to charge for every goddamn thing. He has a tax for every goddamn thing. You can't do nothing. You can't do nothing God given over here, man. He wants your fucking thoughts. I want to know what you're thinking, how you thinking it, what you about to do. That's why we got this piece of shit, man. They can follow you all day, listen to you all day, man. This man's a freak, man.
Back you up. Like you Google some shit. Next thing you know, you see an ad for it on TV.
Yeah.
Talk about it. Yeah, talking about just talking about it.
And you got that bitch Siri, she listening to every goddamn thing. You know? Alexis dog ass too. Yeah, that's right, man. This freakism going on, man.
I can say something on that phone now.
Yeah, go ahead.
You remember about 15 years ago, you used to be able to take the back off the phone and uninstall the battery. Hey, bro, when your phone is so-called dead, that motherfucker is still on. Yeah.
The phone that died, nigga, and crazy nigga still found the dead body off the ping towers and shit. This nigga, yeah, you can destroy this bitch. It can still ping it.
Hey,
I had a girl that got wrapped up in I think her boyfriend or some shit wrapped up in a rug and threw it in like in a sewage line. In the phone, they couldn't find her for a long time. They still found her when they started tapping into the ping towers. They found her through that. The phone was still in her pocket when they went and got it. He ain't lying, to bring to the truth, man.
Hey, Russia talked about that earlier on the video.
They come in with, I'm saying it too, they come in with this new AI shit too.
Yeah.
AI versus human. Go ahead,
Yeah, and like we said, we talked about this earlier with these different outlets or platforms that we watch, like Al Jazeera. But Russia TV did a like an hour, 2 hour long video on the spy in the side of your phone. Then you know, like the brother said, when the phone is off, they can hear everything. When the TV is off, they can see everything. They got cameras inside of the fucking TVs, man.
I think it's been so long. It's like around my 30 and the truth, they had some shit going on. A company I can't remember, it's like CSI or C something. It's another company, but they had it to where you can take a picture on your phone of yourself and they can get a 3D image rendering of the whole room. Everything that's in the room, they know everything. A cup, all that shit. Just off that, these devils can find you off of taking a picture from the longitude and latitude of the picture, man. These devils know this, like the scripture says in Daniel. This devil knows everything.
Hey, that's how Pope Malone say he found the elders.
Yeah,
by just taking a picture off of where they were. He said it. That's how they found out where they were. Taking a picture of the background, and the motherfucker tell you where the fuck they at, man.
Just like I can get your picture. And I can find it. I can put it's a website that I know of. It escaped me right now, but you can take a picture of your face and put it in that thing, and they tell you all the social media websites you on, everything. Yeah, these devils, that's what they do, man. It's search a diligent search.
Salagi.
It's search a diligent search, something like that.
If you just go to your iPhone pictures, if you go back to 2018, it's gonna say where you was at.
Yeah.
It's gonna say the exact place where you was at.
And exact time.
And exact time, date, and place. It's just gonna say that. Just go to your iPhone. Go into 2019. It's gonna tell you where you are.
Even right now, like I think it's every Sunday, the iPhone gives you a weekly report.
A screen FaceTime.
Of everything you did.
FaceTime. How long you been on your screen?
Yeah.
You cut that shit off. You can cut it off. Cut that shit off.
Yeah, but sometimes I put the airplane mode on. Your ass on break, man.
When I leave for camp on Saturday, it tell me how long it's gonna take me to get to Carandalet Street.
You get to Quran. Yeah, no, you're going there. Because you go all the time.
And even on the people, like when you go to the pictures, it'll tell you the people that you may know. Like if we don't take a photo like this, you'll have all photos of this brother, like
that you took a picture of.
Yes.
And it said people you may know. I clearly know I'm like this on the picture with you. It's ridiculous.
Even like shit like Instagram, it's been times where I've been around a person, I don't know this motherfucker, but I know I see him right here.
Yeah.
And then you go into the recommendations. Here your recommendations for Instagram.
You know what picture guys, we recommend you for him. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, man. So,
Like he just did it just now on this phone. This all pictures of a particular person gonna pop up if you press the certain little thing.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's some freaky shit, man.
Yeah. He gonna be like the most high.
We're in the Matrix. You connected to that spider web, man. And that's what the men of the Lord doing. We're disconnected from that motherfucker, man.
I forgot what sentinel means too, though.
He want the internet of bodies.
Sentinel. I forgot what it means. It means something spiritual.
And that Quran, that's just gonna have you jam in that motherfucker. You ain't gonna be able to get out that motherfucker.
You are the phone.
You ain't gonna be able to disconnect once you get that motherfucker.
They call them
because it's gonna be working in you.
What they call it? The thing you take a picture of the barcode. What they call that thing?
QR code.
The living, breathing QR code. Man.
Scan your ass. Product.
And that shit, that shit was happening when they took that juice. You saw everybody start scanning each other, and the QR code was popping up. Really already got. They really already got touched, bro.
That's that system he got, man.
Y'all see that movie when they be having the great parades going on missions, and they had a heart rate, their name, and everything. That's gonna happen when you put that Quran in. This devil gonna know where you're at, how your heart rate, your blood pressure, everything.
Blood type.
The new bit watches have that now. Like when they're running, you gotta either running, it's tracking their heartbeat, it's
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah.
time, their body temperature, all that shit. If you could do that with a watch, think of what the Quran was gonna do. Come on, man. Next level.
Gonna be a whole smartphone out here, man.
But that was going on with the jump shot. A lot of people that took the jump shot. Yeah, people that had encounters where they had their Wi-Fi shit on, and you'll see nothing but certain IP address numbers for Wi-Fi. You'll see them all in one building, or you'll have people that scan their shoulders, and certain weird ass numbers will come up, man.
Yeah.
Because they connecting you to the Internet of Things, man. You're a server, yeah. It's transmitting.
Hey, they showed you that on the movie, Enemy of the State, when they bugged that Jake. Everywhere. Yeah, every on the movie Enemy of the State, everything Jake was doing, the Edomite Gene Hackman was letting them know, say, man, you transmit, you still got a bug on you. So that was that time. They put the chip in your phone or in your shoes or in your watch.
It's in your passport now.
Quick card.
Yeah.
Everything, man.
Security passport.
Yeah.
That movie was like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
How much more?
Like in 90, huh?
I didn't heard rumors. That's why these devils look at all the major car brands now. All of a sudden, after the last 2 years, they want to switch everything over to electric.
Yes.
EV.
Yeah.
Because why? With EV, they can control it. If you don't get down with the New World Order, I can cut your car. You can't use it no more.
Yeah.
So everything Chevy, all of them then transfer over to electric, man.
Electric stove.
Yeah, electric stove, electric smart, so-called smart. But what they're doing with the smart, they're watching you. They're sitting on shit. They're guards and watching over everything, man.
Lock you in that motherfucker and bring you to them.
Yeah.
You're in your car,
Your house.
Like everything.
You can't take it out.
That's new shit. You should see this new shit for a couple of years, man. Oh, I can walk my doors from here.
Yeah.
Look.
You start to call
Go lock and shit. Well, they can control that shit.
Yeah.
I heard this back then. Rumors with the MK Ultra, they can control your car. I mean, your boy Paul Walker found that out. They can do that shit, like all that all-star shit. They can control that shit, man.
Yeah.
Control that shit. Lock your doors.
That was upgrade.
Somebody stole my car. Turn it off.
Turn it off. Yeah. Hey, I told the roster that nigga. I had bought one of the cars. That when they first had started coming with the damn near like TV inside of the thing.
The Tesla.
Yeah, the woman told me, she said, look, don't make a payment on this car. If you driving to work, it's gonna automatically shut off while you drive. Damn, boy,
Jason, that's the car you Jason get for real. You gonna turn that bitch off.
That's that fear. When this Quran, when they start instituting this Quran, what they're slowly doing, they gonna pump that fear into you to cause you to get this that CF inside of your body.
Oh, did you get your chip today? I did. I can't go. Goodbye. Turn that bitch off.
I was on YouTube looking at a man on a Tesla.
To the fucking
Detention center, man.
detention center.
Yeah.
When that bitch beat your ass off, that car is driving to the detention center on your ass.
I looked at a YouTube video where this man had a Tesla, and what was happening, he was putting in a cruise mode, and he worked overnight. And every night he'd take the interstate, and he'll take it and put it in pilot mode because he was tired. So it driving from home to work. So what happened was the police, he kept getting calls over and over on him. The police stopped him. They ran back to Tesla and showed that he kept getting calls. He kept going to work, sleep from home all the way to work. He drove, they took him to jail and towed his car, man. They took him to jail and towed his car.
Because
it's on YouTube.
Why? Because the bitch
was always on the road.
You start fucking with Teslas. It always, the Tesla always on watching every fucking thing. The cameras are always on.
Yeah. They went pulled him up on him and he was asleep, going to work for a year or two. Every day he get on the interstate, he go to sleep all the way to work. And they bring him all the way to work. Damn. They took him to jail. It was a Jake.
Hey, see, trust, that take trust, bro.
Yeah.
You That's faith.
Damn.
Yes. Your life was in this.
Yes.
Damn. That's how we're supposed to be for your outside, man.
Damn.
Show you what they
This
got.
nigga sleeping in the storm, in the middle of the storm, like outside. He's sleeping in that bitch.
Driving not by sight.
Yeah, bro.
He tried, when the police stopped me, he tried to lie to Edom. But Edom went checked it. First, when Edom stopped me, like, I can't believe a nigga got this car. First of all, then he tried to lie to E, and E went check the records. And when he got him in the records of the car, he like, get out. He was like, do you be sleeping all the time? Because he get a lot of calls on him. Because they said when he go to sleep, people call out there on him because he sleep. If you see somebody sleep on the interstate, even if he not out the lane or nothing, he wasn't swerving in lanes. He just sleep on it, and people called in on him. Brother, he got calls every year. It's been all year, bro. That was retarded, bro.
That's disrespect. The last time I
Get out of
judged
here.
Paul. That's something to be jealous about. You can trust him.
Yeah, brother.
Okay. Like you say, he was questioning. He already had the record.
He already had the records up.
We'll see what you're gonna say.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey,
It's a lot.
we pray this was edifying, man. We're gonna go ahead and close out this Shabbat video, man. Before we get out of here, we're gonna give all praise and glory to the honor to the apostles, that was the great millstone. Peace and blessing to the saints of Yakin, man. Pushing this truth by the word. Shalom, keep pushing. Shalom.
Shalom.
Ball.
Wow.
All right.